Hello, Aries. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of June 21st through the 27th. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I truly appreciate your support. Now keep in mind, these are general readings and will not resonate for everyone. Tarot card readings are available through my website link below. So for this reading this week, Aries, this is a spread which is a path to your desires. Taking a look at your first card here, I asked Spirit, what is the main present situation at this time in general for Aries? And you received the King of Chalices. Now, the first message coming through for some Aries individuals, this is going to be in regards to relationships. So most likely for the Aries that are single, one message I'm receiving is indicating that this King of Chalices or Cups is either someone that's supporting you, or this is an individual that you are currently involved in a relationship with. So let's talk about the King of Chalices, or better known as the King of Cups, which first most likely is a Scorpio individual. Could be another water sign, could possibly be Pisces or Cancer, but traditionally the King of Cups is Scorpio. Very passionate, very intense, strong-willed, persevering, always does things with a purpose in mind. This is possibly a person currently in your life, and possibly you might be leaving this individual for someone else. I'm picking up, Aries, that you have someone else in mind, and you're leaving the King of Chalices for another person. But the other message coming through with your current situation here with the King of Chalices is this could be someone older, emotionally mature, very wise and experienced. So it could possibly be someone you go to for advice, as the King of Cups is a wonderful counselor, advisor, mediator. So this could be someone you're going to for advice. Could be a mentor, a teacher, and even the King of Cups could actually be your father. This is someone that has complete control over their emotions in any given situation. And it isn't because they don't care, Aries. It's just that they're very calm and mature and they keep their emotions in check, looking at both sides of the situation if they're mediating something. Now, the next card in this spread is basically here what you desire. And you have the King of Wands. Okay, Aries, so this makes sense because I keep picking up for some Aries that you're leaving the King of Cups. If it wasn't somebody that you go to for advice, you could be leaving this person or relationship. And this could even be work related. Okay. So what the cards are indicating, you're interested in the King of Wands, which is definitely a Leo individual. Someone that's in a very prominent position in his life. So either someone that's pretty high up in a company, if this is involving your workplace, or someone that you were possibly introduced to and you took a real interest in. So interesting cards coming up. Leaving the King of Cups, going to the King of Wands. Now, besides it being a relationship, a love relationship, this could simply mean that you're going to the King of Cups for some advice in regards to your King of Wands. It might be that the King of Cups will be able to introduce you to the King of Wands. So it seems somehow the kings here are connected. Now, the next 3 cards here in this spread is what's going to get you from the King of Cups to what you desire here, the King of Wands. And you have Major Arcana card, Justice, Major Arcana card, Judgment, and the Major Arcana card, the Star. Wow, Aries. Wow. This is pretty intense energy. It's going to take 3 Major Arcana cards to get you from the King of Cups to the King of Wands. Now, keep in mind, very strong indication. This is leaving one person for another. But this could also be in regards to a job where you're leaving working under one boss and then kind of going to work for another. So there's different scenarios that could play out. But after turning over your cards to get to the King of Wands, the Justice card showing up, that's like a court card. There's a lot of powerful weighing the scales kind of energy, and kicking it off with the Justice card. There's a good indication that this might be involving a divorce and you're in court. Now, looking at the card, it's like the judge is just jotting down everything that you're saying and deciding. He's deciding what judgment to pass. Now, the Justice card has Libra's energy of being very diplomatic, weighing out all the options, looking at all the facts. Now, in this deck, the Justice card and the Strength card are reversed for numerology. In this case, the Justice card is number 8 instead of 11. Which number 8 usually indicates abundance. And in this case, the abundance is not in regards to money. The number 8 numerology has to do with influence as well as abundance. So there's something that's heavily influencing going in your favor, Aries. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a heavy influence of things going well for you. She's holding the Ankh symbol, which is the key of life. So the judgment down in this court case is going to go in your favor. Now, if this isn't dealing with a divorce in court, it can be what you're trying to obtain is going to work out in your favor. So let's say this is work related, where you're going from working with the King of Chalices, maybe going into a higher position, and now you're working for the King of Wands. Something that you wanted. So the Justice card is where you're being looked at for all your qualifications for the job, and it looks like the scales here are going to be balanced out in your favor, Aries. Now your next card here, Judgment. This is indicating transition, and this seems to be going from the King of Chalices to the King of Wands. So with the Judgment card, this is saying that like your current phase or your situation that you're involved with is coming to an end. The symbols and the markings and the tomb here on the Judgment card is kind of like a rest during this transition before going to the next level, you might say. So it's in regards to endings that come before the new beginnings. Now, the Judgment card is ruled by Pluto, which has to do with transformation and change. So Aries, whether this is changing up someone you're involved with in a relationship, possibly a friendship, it could be a business partnership. Or it can simply be moving from one position to another, which is now changing who you're working for. And that could be what your kings are all about in this reading. Now, the number 20 here of the Judgment card reduces to 2, with 0 being an extreme emphasis on what the 2 involves. 2 signifies reflection, desire, and conflict, so it kind of fits in with your cards and reading this week. As it seems you're trying to go from one person to another. And again, this can be involving a relationship, or it can be who you're working for. And the number 2 is the number of the sacral chakra, which has to do with change, Aries. And that's what's happening, going from one to another. Now, your last major arcana card here is the Star, which is an extremely positive card. Hope and optimism for your future. As I feel, that is what you're moving from and going to. It's a step up. It's a better future. Now, when the Star card shows up, especially in regards to a creative venture, this is really a sign of success. So I do feel, Aries, that you're moving from one thing to another, especially in regards to these 2 kings in your reading. And your number 17 of the Star card reduces down to 8. So once again, we're talking about abundance. But in this circumstance, it is true abundance. It's respect, rewards, and possibly power coming your way. This is a card, pretty much your hopes and wishes are going in your favor. Now, taking a look at your next card, this is a card to give you direction. It's an oracle card, and you received movement. Perfect card and message tying into your cards this week, Aries, as you are in a time of positive forward motion. You're coming out of a period of what might be considered restricted, and you're kind of starting like a new adventure. And this could be wanting to make a move. And it certainly can be in regards to relationships, your home, or business. So let me move this down. This is about feeling that you can't remain where you're at any longer, and you just feel compelled to go forward, Aries. This is an indication that you're going to see your dreams and wishes actually be taking form. And things that were blocked, or possibly doors that were previously closed, will begin to open up. So this card of direction is certainly an indication of moving forward. Now, your crystal for the week is citrine. And I do have that nearby. Here is the citrine crystal. This is a wonderful crystal, also associated with abundance, creativity. It's known as the stone of success, and it can help you to increase your personal wealth and energy. So with this card showing up, it's an indication that abundance is coming into you. Could be good news, a new business opportunity, money coming in, or a feeling of fulfillment. This is about new opportunities showing up, maybe a new passion coming in for greater happiness. You could be wanting to start a new hobby or a new interest where you can express your creativity. And when you're feeling positive, relaxed, your energy levels can be very high. And this helps you to attract and manifest more abundance into your life. So the citrine crystal is certainly going to help you with your success this week, Aries, from getting to A to Z, or as your cards are indicating here, from the King of Chalices to the King of Wands. So it could be a new relationship, a new job, a new position, possibly a new business partner. But with 3 major arcana cards helping you to get from one king to the other, this is certainly an important life event unfolding. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Aries. And if you're interested in a private personal tarot card reading which relates specifically to you, just click on my website link listed below. Love and abundance to my Aries family.